variable, and then I use a plus operator and then refer to the name of your variable, for example, number here. And then again, I can use a plus operator in order to concatenate these values to other values. For example, again, I use a double quotes, and inside the double quote, I just actually put a space here, and then I can enter my text. For example, this is my variable, and this is great. This is great for programming. So now, if I actually press on the enter key on my keyboard, let's see what happens. Okay, just press on enter key. So now, as you can see, it automatically put a plus operator and two double quotes in order to help me continue adding other values. Okay, for example, here inside these double quotes, I can put another value, for example, other values. Okay, and then at the end, I just need to put a semicolon to end my statement. So now actually, let's run our project and see what happens. So as you can see, it has outputted these values to the console area. Okay, so I think that's enough for concatenation. Okay, now I want to output the value of this another number variable to the console. Okay, so first let me point out that I don't want to execute these other statements here, so I just need to actually comment out these lines of code. Okay, as you can see here. So now, as you can see, I want to output the value of this variable to the console. And you can see that I didn't assign a value to my variable here. So now let's just output the value of this another number variable, as you can see here, to the console. Okay, so we need to type in system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, just refer to the name of that variable. Okay, another number. Okay, and then we need to put a semicolon at the end of our statement. So as you can see here, it's now showing us a nasty error. So let's see what's this error. As you can see here, it says the local variable another number may not have been initialized. I'll talk more about local variables later in this section, but for now just ignore it. And as you can see here, it's now telling us that this another number variable does not have a value. Okay, we didn't assign a value to this variable when we created this variable. So now if I, for example, assign a value number 10 to this variable, now as you can see, the error is gone. Now I can run my project. So this is number 10. Okay, this is the value of this another number variable. So it's a very good programming practice that you assign a value to your variables when you create them. Okay, but let me point out another important point here. For example, if I actually don't assign a value to my variable, and now it's showing us an error. Okay, so if I hover over the error, it's now recommending us that we should initialize variable. Okay, so if I click on this initialize variable, now as you can see, it automatically assigned a value to my variable. Now the error is gone, and when I run my project, the value of my variable is showing here. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about declaring variables in another way. Okay, so first let me comment out these lines of code, okay, because I don't want to execute them. So first let me actually point out, when you are creating several variables of the same type, you can declare all of them in the same statement by separating the variable names with commas. Okay, so what do I mean by that? First, let me show you that I wanna declare 3 different variables here. Okay, the first one would be int. Its data type is int, as you can see here, and the name of my variable is num1. Okay, the second one would be int again, and its name would be num2. The third one would be int, and its name would be num3. Okay, so as you can see here, I've got 3 different variables, but with the same, as you can see, with the same data type. Okay, three different variables with three different names, but these three variables have got the same data type, which is int here, okay? So now I want to show you how you can declare these variables in another way, okay? So first, let me actually comment out these three variables here, as you can see here. So now I want to show you another way to actually declare these three variables. The data type, as you can see here, is int, okay? So now, the name of the first variable is num1. So now I'm typing here num1, okay? Comma. The name of the second variable is num2. Okay, now I'm typing here num2, okay? After the comma, just type in num2, okay? The name of the the name of the third variable is num3. So I just type here num3. So as you can see here, I declared these three variables in one statement here, okay? These are three different variables with the same actually data type. And also make sure that you put the semicolon at the end of your statement here, okay? This is very important. So now you may ask that, can I actually assign values to these variables here? Yes, you can. For example, I can assign a value to this num1 variable here, okay? So first, I need an assignment operator, as I said before, and then I need a value to actually assign that value to this variable. So the value would be, for example, number 50, okay? Now, as you can see here, I assigned the value 50 on the right-hand side of the operator to the left-hand side of the operator. And now you may ask that, can I actually output the value of this variable to the console? Yes, you can. You can actually just type in here system.out.println, and inside the parentheses, you just need to refer to the name of that specific variable, okay? So now I want to read the value of this variable here, so I just need to refer to the name of that variable, which is num1, okay? And at the end, I need to put the semicolon here, okay? So now if I run my project, as you can see, it's gonna output the value 50 to the console. And here, if I want to, for example, refer to the name of the variable num2, let's see what happens. System.out.println, and inside the parentheses, I just need to refer to the name of this variable in order to read its value, okay? So if I just type in here num2, and at the end, I just need to put a semicolon here at the end of my statement. So as you can see here, it's gonna show me an error again because I didn't assign a value to this variable here, okay? So now if I actually assign a value, for example, number 20 to this variable, the error is gone and I can run my project now. And now I wanna output the value of this num3 variable to the console. Okay, so now let me show you how you can do that, because I wanna actually explain another important point about assigning values to variables. Okay, now I'm gonna output the value of this num3 variable to the console, okay? So first I need to type in system.out.println, and then inside the parentheses, I just need to refer to this num3 variable, okay? Num3. And then at the end of my statement, I just need to put in a semicolon, okay? So now as you can see, it's now showing me an error again because I didn't assign a value to this variable when I created this variable, okay? So now I'm going to show you how you can actually assign a value in a variable after creation of that variable. So now, as you can see, I'm going to refer to the name of this variable num3, okay? And then I just put in an assignment operator, and then I just assign a value to my variable, for example, number 35, okay? So as you can see, the error is now gone, okay? So now if I run my project, as you can see here, it's gonna output this value 35 to the console, okay? So first let me actually comment out these two lines of code. And again, I just need to run my project. As you can see here, it's gonna output the value 35 to the console, okay? This value is the value of this num3 variable.